Hello, and welcome to AMXRacer Reviews. This is a version of AMXRacer Reviews and Naked Poetry, and maybe a little song and dance. Not really sure. Um, this is a discussion about Transformers Generation 1 boxes, empty ones. Um, what do you do with them? Are they collector's items? Do people really buy them to make a collector box for the other one with all the pieces? I've seen them for sale. I've sold some boxes. And I've gotten some good money for some. But I mean, is it really something that helps in the collection? If you want it, you want it, I guess. But for one, I'm not going to be going buying boxes for characters that I don't have or that I do have that are not in a box. It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, excuse me, that's a fart. Listening to Eye of the Tiger, a Survivor on the radio. And this is 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:20 in the morning. It's raining here in Massachusetts, and just wonder, what do you do with boxes? We maybe cut out the. What we should do is maybe we should just take an X-Acto knife and cut out the artwork of the figure and put it in the text spec and put it in a binder uh, with a cover on them. I've seen them in the Staples stores and Walmarts or whatever's and Big Y's, and all you do is just you make maybe even make a little quote or a little post-it something, or a piece of paper with your memories of your childhood from that character if you want to. Put that with the picture, artwork, the memories, and text back below. Maybe that'll be neat. Maybe that'll be a good way to remember them. Then you just, you know, find a way to copy the best back of a G1 box, the artwork, and redo it if you want to in your own way. Keep that separate and collect them all as you go along as box art. And there's sites for it. I don't remember the artist. So I wish Hasbro would kind of edify or thank the artists better with like an artist signature series. So we kind of know who it is, or some knew at those times. I don't know who those people were, but I didn't have the internet until like internet was invented through the media and talked about it. That was like 90s. So I didn't know how that stuff worked, and I was obviously young and didn't understand all of it. But maybe it's the best idea to do with boxes. But eventually I kind of want to display where I have the G1 box. But there's China releases now of most figures. And I kind of silently predicted to myself and to my errant voices that I talk to internally, I'm schizophrenic, that the G1 Seekers were going to be sold eventually by China releases. They're inexpensive, obviously more expensive than the retail ones of the G1 product if they're on the store shelves now. But Starscream came out, the movie one, and the Seekers came out from movie line in Walmart's. I got Hound. I didn't get anyone else get. But they're similar price, so a little bit different. Like 30 bucks the Walmart ones, I think. Maybe a little more, and the China releases are like 60. Then you gotta ship it, and you gotta ship them, but it depends. It's the G1 artwork, G1 style, G1 look. And what if people start knocking those and selling those as authentics? How do you know the difference? How do we know? How does the collector know? And that's just, something I'm thinking about now. Eventually it's going to be a problem. It's not already. They have their own value though. I mean, anyway, so every figure pretty much has release out there. The popular ones so far. in the China release, or G1 commemorative, or Walmart reissues eventually. But what about those ones that we wonder about that are rare, like Bumble Jumper and Argentinian colors of Wind Charger, etc., etc., etc. How do we get copies of those if we want them? Trying to really see things. Now, one I've wondered about, and I've seen visions, is a Warpath done in like military colors for the Army, like just be sold in PXs. That'd be pretty cool. I'm a National Guard soldier, former, and Cavalry Scout, 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. One shot, one kill was our motto. Bravo, Mad Dogs. And if military people start paying attention to me and subscribing and liking, then be careful with sports. Don't talk about everybody. If you do, keep it internal. If you know what I'm talking about, you do. If you think it's events with balls, that's fine by me. Just be careful how you talk about that. I don't know if that's a secret we're not supposed to talk about it or not. This wasn't said to me. Too many secrets are getting out sometimes. Anyway, I'm a big believer in keeping some things known to us, and that we have our supremacy, the U.S. Anyway, so I'm just saying. So anyway, so getting back to boxes, maybe that's a good idea to cut the artwork out and make a little like bio sheet or a little explanation of where you got the toy, if you remember, and what memories you had with you, and then the bio and the text specs. Yeah, that's a good way of keeping it. And then from there, dispose of the rest, burn it in a trash bin or in fireplaces, whatever, or recycle it. It's up to you. But I think incineration would be the technique. Just get rid of it and keep the plastic if you want to for whatever, but just recycle the plastic best you can. And that'll help you guys out with the boxes. The new stuff, it's trash. It's just, eventually someone might be collecting some. I'm sure they are, but for right now, I don't have that situation. But eventually, I do want in a new collection, if we ever got a collector series, artwork series, or signature series, something like that with collector value. A box figure to the back, and then the robot figure, and then if there's alterations of colors in front, if there's ever variations of them in the series, or like Hot Wheels does with some of the vehicles, Mattel's Hot Wheels, or the alt mode in front, and maybe weaponry if there's extra laid out. That's gonna take a lot of space up on a shelf, and we don't all have that space in our houses. Of course, the people who have the most money are gonna go and rebuild a room for these things. If you think about it, if you haven't been about it yet, to take down the clutter, and maybe it's an idea. It's my idea of a collection in a museum one day. What if Hasbro made a museum? It's the 40th year of the robots in disguise, and I named Optimus Prime and Megatron in my art class in Stillwater School. I had trauma prior to that, and I was given the privilege to do so, to name new prototypes. I only named Optimus Prime. Megatron wasn't there in prototype form, but I thought of him out of my own mind because of a megaton battery that was my dad's Jeep. Jeep CJ7 he had. It was a long time ago. My parents are deceased, and they've helped me remember these things through God and dreams and dramas and my most recent hospitalization to get past my traumas of my young life that were resurfacing after hospitalization from a fall in a plaster dust container and suffocated on it. Anyway, these parts I've always known of. Anyway, I don't really know my traumas. I'm past it. So I only had trauma then since it was resurfacing old memories from that time, and godly resurfaced when I was in the hospital. But we all need moments of calmness. But my other videos will talk about that prior to this. Anyway, So anyway, those are my thoughts on G1 boxes and artwork. And maybe making collage out of it if you want to. I'll put them in binders, and yeah, that's the solution. New stuff. It's display's easy. Maybe you can make like a pyramid out of them. Your favorite seekers, like I put them all together in a big like a pyramid of seekers. I'm still waiting for an authentic Tetrajet from like the Sean G1. So maybe we're getting that after we get the Origins Wheeljacks and Origins Jazz and Bumblebee. So we'll see. That's the next Origin steps. But one day I'm going to create my own Origins comics. If Hasbro doesn't get to it first. I had them done, but I lost all the drawings in jails and hospitals and prisons. Wherever they had me for a while. I'm not a bad boy. Bad things happen to me. And I'm a good guy. Anyway, vote for me and run for president. If that's going to get me there. But you gotta know some people that know some people. And God chose to put me in those situations so I can know the inner development of most people instead of the blue collar people who I see as idols and mentors who have fallen from grace, do despicable things. Right now, the guy from Bitcoin is having some problem in court today on the 28th of March. That's not good. So, hopefully, it doesn't lose its value. So, I'm reinvesting in some. So, see where it goes. All right, thank you for listening. It's 11 minutes in, and peace, and transform and roll out. Hoorah for the soldiers. And I watch Patriot Prime videos often. I watch MGO, I watch Prime versus Prime, and Deluxe Baldwin once in a while. Anyone else who shows up is just someone I look up for me to get into looking at different characters I don't have yet. And Swift Transformations. I saw some of their videos recently. Pretty cool. Nice music. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you, and have a day in peace. Thank you. Bye.